What's up? What's up, Solar family? How are you? Hope you guys doing amazing. What's going on? I'm jumping on live. Ask me anything live on Friday. What's going on? So you guys are jumping on live with me. Go ahead and chime in and introduce yourself. Where are you coming in from? That'd be awesome. What's up? What's up? Let me know where you guys are coming in from. What's going on, everyone? Just want to jump on live here and help as many people as I can. I want to answer any questions you guys may have, whether it's sales, whether it's marketing. Just want to answer any questions you guys may have. Don't be shy. Say what's up. Unfortunately, I can't see who's on live with me right now, but I currently have about 5 people live right now. What's going on? Whoever's watching me live right now, plug in and say what's up. What's up, Cody? From Latana, Florida. What's going on, Cody? How are you, my man? Just wait for other folks to plug in. Just got off our coaching call, our Friday coaching call as well. On Fridays, we talk about marketing with our students. What's up, Trevor? How are you? As you guys are coming in, introduce yourself. Where are you coming in from, Trevor? Where are you from? What's going on, everybody? Don't be shy. Introduce yourself. This live can be an hour or it can be 5 minutes. It all depends on how many questions you guys may have. I'm doing this for everyone that has questions. I've personally been in the energy industry for the last 10 years. I used to own an energy consulting company in the Bay Area. Moved out to San Diego. I've been in solar for the last 8 years. So I got some experience. Done a lot in solar, from online marketing, obviously, to canvassing, to building a small little canvassing team. Done a lot. Just want to pour in my experiences with you guys and gals and see if I can help in any way. What's up, Stevie? How are you? What's going on, my man? Just waiting for more folks to plug in. And if you guys have any questions, whether it's sales, marketing, shoot away. I would love to answer any questions you guys have with sales and marketing. I'll share you guys some of the experiences, some of the conversations that my team and I have been having. Does canvassing still works? Yes, it does. Does door flyers works? Yes, it does. All these strategies, whether they're traditional or whether they're online marketing strategies, they all work. Eventually, it is going to produce a conversion for you. Say, for example, if you had to knock on like 100 doors to get like 2 or 3 leads, or you had to hang like 1,000 door flyers to get like 2 or 3 phone calls, they're all going to convert, right? There's going to be a conversion. But based on that conversion, based on that data, then you know how to scale, right? So everything should always be data-driven. Especially for marketing. And this is something I really, really stress because I've been guilty of this back in the day where the things that I was doing for marketing, whether it's online marketing, it wasn't data driven, right? I would change campaigns up. I would change the ad copy just for like kicks and giggles without necessarily knowing the data. But nowadays it's all about data. Everything that you guys do, especially for marketing, it has to be data driven, right? So if you guys are for example, are hanging like, door flyers, maybe start with 100 door flyers, hang them all up and see what the conversion rate with 100. And then from there, you know exactly how to scale and how to proceed based on the data that you collected on the 100 door flyers that you hung. But everything has to be based on data. What's up, Steve? What's up, Carlos? How are you, man? Carlos's question: did canvassing with a solar company and it seemed like they were misleading homeowners? Would you say this is common thing? Um, yeah, it depends on who's training you, depending on the company, right? But there is some misleading information. Maybe some canvassing team is telling the homeowners like, this is absolutely free. Go ahead and sign up for a consultation, and we'll show you how to get started. I heard that a lot. But yeah, I mean, the message to the canvassers has to be cohesive to the closers, because that's definitely going to cause some conflict if the canvassers are saying one thing and the closers, when they're sitting down at the coffee table or they're sitting down in an online meeting, says another. There could definitely be some conflicts there. But the idea is always try to sell with integrity, right? Not even try, sell with integrity. And it's always nice for all of us to police everybody else that's out there, because all that negativity, all the negative reviews about solar, it all ripples down to everybody else. Meaning that, say, for example, if somebody misled a homeowner in, California, and that person knows, friends and family, and their friends and family ask them, hey, I noticed you went solar, and they got a bad experience, more than likely their friends and family may not move forward with solar, right? And when that person hears about it and they tell their friends and family, and it just ripples down, and it makes it harder for everybody else to make an income, to support themselves, to support their family, because of a few bad apples. Obviously, you're gonna get bad apples in any industry, but it's up to us to police that information, especially like on Facebook and things of that nature. If you guys see an ad, there's a lot of folks running Facebook ads right now that may be a little misleading. It's our responsibility to make sure we're policing the industry, to make sure that everyone is selling with integrity. What's up, Gabriel from Southern California? What's up? What's up? Yep, from San Diego. Go for no is a good technique for door to door. Absolutely. What's up? What's up? Steve from Ohio. Stevie, I can't ask homeowners what you do with X amount of money from savings from solar without it seeming really salesy, which I'm trying to avoid. Will you do X amount of money? It actually doesn't sound salesy if you know how to pitch it properly. You know what I mean? So obviously there's a setup, which I teach all my students, right? There's a setup prior to pitching that. Obviously, if you just said, hey, so what will you do to money that you're going to save? That's really sounds kind of pitchy, but basically it's tethering off your story, right? So after you tell your story, you're basically tethering that onto it. So for example, after I told my story, I would say, hey, Stevie, so that's the reason why that's the reason why I'm in this industry, why I'm passionate about the industry. So let me ask you this, Stevie. So why do you want to install solar in your home? 99% of the time, you already know they're going to say, I want to save money, right? You already know. So you already have in the back of your mind, here it comes, right? I want to save money. So from there, it's one of those things. Hey, average homeowner saves about $24,000, Stevie, by going solar. What would you do with 24 grand? Like if it's sitting on your lap right now, Stevie, right? So that's how you weave it in. And obviously that didn't sound salesy and pitchy. It sounded more like a conversation, right? So there's a proper way to set things up so it doesn't sound pitchy. But obviously if you don't set it up properly, it will sound pitchy, right? I can see that, Stevie. Carlos, didn't even feel like I worked for their company. What does that mean, Carlos? Oh, I see. Because the message at the door was different from when you were having a consultation. So it felt like you didn't work for the company because maybe you didn't even know the message that was being delivered to the company, right? I see that. Awesome, Stevie. Awesome. Hopefully you get some value from that. Yeah, it has to be set up properly. Like everything that we teach in Solar University, it's always set up, right? It's not just like bow, because we don't want to sound pitchy, we don't want to sound salesy, because everything that I teach my students, it's literally, even though it is a pitch, you're making it seem like it's not a pitch. Even like adding the ums in there, right? Adding ums and little inflections in your voices that you're kind of thinking about what you're saying next, even though you already know what you're gonna say next. Does that make sense? I would say, like I'm thinking about something where I already know I put the there for a reason, because I don't want to sound pitchy, right? So it's like next level stuff, um, as far as selling that we teach our guys. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. Awesome. Any other questions? Any comments that you guys have? Things that's working for you, whether you're at the door, whether it's online marketing, whether it's sales strategies. What's working for you guys? Anything that you guys want to share that's working for you guys? I would love to share it with the rest of the folks that's live right now. And again, if you're watching this live stream, do me a favor and share it, right? I'm not sure if you can share it right now while you guys are live, but if you're watching the replay, do me a favor, share this video, right? Share this information. Let other folks know, your colleagues, that there is a training where you can plug into on Fridays where you can get your questions answered, from someone that's been in the industry for a long time. I don't know it all, but I know a lot about solar. Any other questions? And for those of you that haven't scheduled your solar strategy call yet, make sure you jump on a call with us, right? We have over 20 years worth of experience that we would love to share with you, and talk a little more intimate with you. I'm going to post a link right there. Book a solar strategy call. It's absolutely free. Any other questions, guys? Hopefully you guys are doing amazing out there. Hopefully you guys are smashing it. Hopefully you guys are closing deals, changing your life, changing your family's life, things of that nature. Yeah, super excited in this industry, man. Is there a good database of all solar companies based on region? Hey, Steve, not that I know of. You could always Google certain areas. And at the end of the day, you're not trying to sell in every state. That would be very difficult to keep up with all the utility companies, all the little nuances per utility company. Pick a state where you really want to target. And not only a state, pick a specific like city or cities that you want to target. It's nice to be able to sell all over the country, but it's also very difficult to keep track on all of the different nuances, rate plans, things of that nature for every single, utility company per state. I would focus in on a few and just hone in on it and go have at it, man. Awesome. Cody's question is, if a homeowner is thinking of refinancing their home, how does solar affect them? So for me personally, we're actually in the process of purchasing a house right now. So with homeowners, you don't want to, this is hard to say, but you don't necessarily want them to go solar right now, right? Because obviously in certain utility companies, certain finance companies, they do a soft pull. They may say, we don't even pull the inquiry at all, but that pull can drastically affect the decision-making of the homeowner that's actually purchasing the house, right? So what we do is, if the homeowner is refinancing or maybe they're buying a new home, I would say, wait until your refinancing is over. What day is that? But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lock you in with this price or the value of this system. And what I would do is I'll get them 50% committed, meaning that even though I don't get them to move forward with the loan docs, I get them to move forward with the install agreement, right? So now they're halfway in. And then from there, I would get the date exactly when they're closing or when that refi is over. Then I'll call them on that day and get them processed through the loan, right? Because you don't ever want to compromise a homeowner's loan. I know Loan Pal and some of the other solar financing providers, it's a soft pull, but it can affect their refi. I wouldn't put a homeowner in that situation. So again, I would get them 50% committed, right? We actually did a couple of these last month. Last month when the homeowner had to refi, right? Because there's some really low interest rate right now. And we said, totally understand. Let's go ahead and get you moving forward with install agreements. We could lock in the price, and then let's revisit the loan and whenever that closes. Does that make sense, Cody? Halfway committed. Got to get something, right? I won't walk away with nothing. I would get a half commitment. Steve, thanks for calling for. Awesome. Absolutely. Book a call, guys. I would love to help you out even more so we can actually chat one-on-one. There's a link right there, Solar Strategy Call, and book a call, right? Book a call. It's absolutely free. Always walk away with something, right? Halfway committed if need be, especially for a refi. We're getting halfway committed. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? And again, I'm going to plug it every Friday. If you have a family member or maybe colleagues, friends that can benefit from these types of calls, and not necessarily call live stream, plug them in. Let them know. Every Friday, 12:30 Pacific Standard Time, 3:30 Eastern Time. I'm plugging in. I'm answering questions. Any other questions before we log off today? Do me a favor as well. Make sure you share this live stream so all of our other solar family can actually get some value from what we're talking about. But again, make sure you let them know that we're going live every Friday. Any other questions before we jump off the live? Carlos, what are the specifics of needing a license? I'm in CA. Yeah, so you need a HIS license, Home Improvement Salesperson license in California. You need to contact CSLB, California State License Board. You can actually go to their website, you download the form, fill out the application. I think it's like $85. Correct me if I'm wrong, it's somewhere around there. Once you submit that, they're going to give you some paperwork. You're going to have to get your fingerprints, send a fingerprinting back, and then from there, they'll give you a license, a HIS license. You have to go to the CSLB, CSLB.com website, or maybe even CSLB.gov. Haven't done it in a long time. Haven't got a HIS in a while. Sell to people investing in building and selling houses. There you go. I think that's a tip, right? Maybe to get new leads or whatnot. I'm assuming sell to people investing in buildings and selling houses. The only thing with people selling houses is not going to be their primary home. So how do you work through that one? If that's what the statement that you're saying, how do you work through that? If, say, for example, I'm the investor and, I'm the one selling the house to homeowners, would you just create like a small design, a small array? What would you do with that one? Awesome. For Carlos, would you know why a lot of these companies aren't asking for a license? That I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, there's like Connecticut, Illinois, California. Where else are they asking for license? I think there's one or two more states that's asking for license. I'm not sure. That's a good question. I'm not 100% sure. So it's nice to get a HIS, I guess, a home improvement license, because at least homeowners know basically who's going into their home. At least homeowners can rest assured that they have some kind of checks and balances before they let people in their home. That's the idea, right? With a HIS, to make sure that, you're clear to actually, meet with homeowners, because homeowners have families, right? So you want to make sure that they're documenting everyone that's actually going into people's homes, just in case something happens. But that's a good question, Carlos. I'm not sure. What's up, Jay? How are you, man? What's up? What else we got? Don't be shy. What else you guys got? And for a tip for you guys, especially if you're looking for solar leads, which everybody is, right? Obviously, you go canvas if you don't have the cash to invest in yourself right now, if you don't have the money to invest in yourself. Go out there and grind it out at the doors, because online marketing, there's an investment, right? So I just want to let you guys know, regardless if you go over to our training, someone else's training, there's always going to be an investment. So go out there and go grind it out the door, and then start saving money. And at least there's a light at the end of your tunnel, which is online marketing. So you don't necessarily have to go to homeowners anymore. They basically come to you at that point. But until then, until you have the cash and the investment to pay for the course, to pay for like Facebook ads or YouTube ads or whatever ads you're running, make sure you go make that money first, right? Want to set you guys up for success. Yasmin, how are you? You're very welcome. The idea of the videos is to provide value so you guys can, shorten your learning curve, and hopefully you guys are getting some value from the videos. Because I still sell solar, right? I have a university called Solar University where we teach students how to close deals and also marketing, but I'm still in the trenches. I'm still out there closing deals. I don't close as many deals as I used to, but I'm still out there. I'm still closing some deals online. And the great thing is, like I said earlier, is I've been in solar for the last 8 years, 6+ years out of the 8. I literally haven't stepped foot inside a homeowner's house. I've been blessed enough to connect just like this on a Zoom meeting. It was actually GoToMeeting at the time when I first got started. But it's been a journey. It's been a beautiful, blessed journey. But yeah, I close deals all online. Hey, Cody, I don't. I haven't closed any commercial deals. I have passed commercial deals to people that actually close commercial, but I don't personally. There's so many homes that are, low-hanging fruits, and you probably know that. I just focus on the low-hanging fruits, and I go have at it. You know what I mean? If you guys want to connect, Cody's there. If you're looking for someone, Cody, to do a commercial project, chime in, guys, if you guys are interested on hooking up Cody. So for one, if you're building a house, you could include the cost of the system into the construction, increase property value of the house, and then add the value of the system when selling in the mortgage. Absolutely, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna just create a conservative, smaller design that could fit like whoever's needs, depending on who buys the house. And then from there, increase property value. You may have to add a bigger system later. You may have to add on to it. But that's a good strategy. That's a good strategy. You could generate leads for investors. Thanks, Juan. Definitely a good strategy. Thanks, Juan. For Carlos, any recommendations on starting off part-time? I work 40 hours a week, weekends free. Absolutely, Carlos, reach out to me. I mean, there's a link there. Book a solar strategy call, and let's chat. If you're currently working right now at a job, you're blessed. So if you want to get in the solar industry, my recommendation to you is continue to work where you're at. And what Carlos is saying, do it part-time, right? How would it feel to make an extra, $4,000 plus, and still, getting a decent paycheck at your current job? That'll feel pretty darn good, right? So yeah, continue to grind it out at your current job and work part-time in the solar industry. And until your solar income can replace your full-time job, then that's when you quit. That's when you fire your job. But until then, continue to do both. As you guys know, you can make some amazing income. So for example, for me personally, I helped one of my students close a deal online last week. And this is the power of online. I was in San Diego, he was in Florida, and the homeowner was in Arizona. It was a 45-minute Zoom meeting, and that commission, I think, was $7,500 in a 45-minute Zoom meeting. And keep in mind that every person on that meeting wasn't near each other. Everybody was about 500 to a couple of thousand miles away from each other, and we're still closing deals in a 45-minute Zoom meeting. So that's the power of this industry. What's up, Mr. JC? Getting ready to knock. Awesome, bro. Corey, what's up? What's going on, Corey? Can I email you some specific questions? I figured out what I need to know. Yeah. So if you want to drop me an email, here's my email. Here's my team's email, and then they'll forward it to me. Right. Just let them know to forward it to me, and I would love to answer your email, man. There it is. Send that question to that email address, and they will forward it to me. You're very welcome, Corey. Any other questions? What else do we have? And again, as a favor, do me a huge favor. I'm not sure if you guys can share this video right now. Please share it, so other solar colleagues of ours can actually watch these types of videos. That would be awesome. Leo's question: would you suggest getting certified in solar panel install and getting my realtor's license? It's totally up to you what you want to do, Leo. For me, I'm in sales, so there's really no need for me to get any type of licenses except those states that we mentioned that require a sales license. But it depends on what you're trying to get involved in the industry. There is a bunch of different facets in the industry where you can get involved in, whether that's sales, whether that's operations, installation. That's totally up to you, right? Site survey, it's totally up to you. But for me personally, I'm in sales. I love sales. I love I love having the freedom to close deals anywhere without necessarily having to step foot on the roof. But everyone's different. Everyone's different. But in sales, you don't necessarily need to have the licenses besides the license from the state, which requires you to get like a home improvement sales license. Hopefully I answer your question, Leo. Because that's a lot too, man. It's like, you're the one thing for me that really works well for me is I get laser focused on one thing, right? Because with Leo's question, he's looking into possibly getting certified as a solar installer and also getting a realtor license. That's a lot for me, right? A lot for me to do. My mind is a one-track mind, so I got to focus on one thing, and I dig in deep with that one thing, right? So obviously, I have a few things in the solar industry, but everything I do is in solar sales, right? It's about selling solar, and that's where I just stick to it, and that's what I do. Hey, Leo, you're very welcome. I can't do like multiple things at one time. It's very hard for me and a lot of folks too, right? To do like multiple businesses. I love to just dive in deep in one, right? But that's just me personally. And that's also, from coaching, right? Because that's what I tried to do before, right? Try to be multitasking different businesses. You have to really crush one business first and one at a time. Doesn't mean that you can't jump onto another business. But it's literally diving in deep, digging deep, making one successful first, and once you get one successful, then you can move on to the next one. Yeah, it's a good strategy. I was looking to doing both. Leo's thinking about doing both installation and becoming a realtor. Yeah, if you could juggle both, absolutely, man. More power to you. Awesome, JC. Talk to you later, my man. All right. Any other questions? Any other questions before we jump off? We got about 3 minutes. I would love to answer any more questions in about 3 minutes. What's up, Corey Hall? Looking for some sales presentations to learn from. Do you have videos or presentations or recommendations on where to go? I have a lot of videos on YouTube. You could also book here it is, a solo strategy call with me personally. And I would love to share more information with you, Corey. But yeah, my YouTube channel has a lot. And the thing is, Steve, if you guys need specific questions that you guys want answered, let me know during these lives. And I would love to create a video that you're looking for answers. Corey, yes, every Friday, 12:30 Pacific Standard Time, I'm coming in live during your lunch break, and I'm helping. I'm dropping as much knowledge as I can. Hey, Carlos. So Carlos' question. So when you're selling solar online, what companies do you work for? We work with a lot of solar companies all over the nation. Some we have direct partnership with. So we work with a whole bunch of them. But like again, even though we work with a lot of them, I personally don't work with all of them. You know what I mean? Even though we're connected with a lot of folks, the reason why we're connected with a lot of solar companies is for our students, right? So we can connect them right away, because I hone in on a few markets personally, and that's why I teach my students and hone in a few markets and master the market. But again, the reason why we're connected with solar installers over the nation is for my students, because our students are coming in from all over the country. They're not coming in just from California. A lot of folks are like in Texas, Florida, in the Carolinas, things of that nature. So we want to make sure we can plug them in as soon as they finish our training. They can actually start selling. Door-to-door sales are pretty tough. What is a good door pitch? White. I'm not going to be the best person to give you that suggestion. I literally, my whole entire career in solar, I probably knocked on the door for like 2 hours. And I knew right away for myself that strategy wasn't for me personally. Nothing wrong with canvassing. It just wasn't for me personally. That's why I started looking for online marketing. But I can suggest a few people to you. Go ahead and schedule a solar strategy call, and I would love to point you in that right direction. Love for Jesus, how are you? Do I know where to buy homeowner lists to cold call? I mean, there's Cole, right? COLE. I think they're selling leads. There's Lead Genesis. Those guys are selling data. You would just have to like Google some data list. But those are two that that has lists of homeowners. I would start there. Corey, you're very welcome. Corey Hall, awesome. Any other questions? Last minute question. One more question. Anybody got a good question? I mean, all you guys' questions are good. Any other good questions before we plug out of here? And again, I'm going to be jumping on live every Friday. So, if you have any questions, make sure you bring it here. Make sure you bring it. Carlos, so what's a money back guarantee? I want to address this, right? Because I think we're the only course out there, whether you're taking a solar course or any other course, that we can guarantee you results, or we don't get paid, right? So we actually have a 6-month guarantee. So meaning that you get 0 results from our training, our coaching, 0, none whatsoever. I honestly feel that we don't deserve to get paid, right? So there's a 6 months money back guarantee, and nobody else in the industry or even in other industries that can guarantee you that. A lot of folks are teaching a lot of things out there, in the industry, or even outside this industry, whether it's entrepreneurship, growing your brand, building a business online. I honestly feel the only ones really are profiting from that are the course creators, right? Because it's just a bunch of videos, and with our training, we're live. I'm live with you, and I'm there every single day, for the next 12 months to guarantee your success. So that's my commitment to every students that join our Soul University is we're there live helping you for 12 months. And after 12 months, even before 12 months, you should be crushing it by that time. So that's our money back guarantee. Any other question? One last question. Anybody have any more questions? If not, we're going to go ahead and log off. One last one, Carlos. Besides building a brand, what other avenues selling solar online? I mean, you can buy data, right? You can buy leads. You can, cold call leads. You can, like what Love for Jesus is saying, is you can buy data. You can have a call center calling leads. There's numerous ways, right? And we teach all this on Fridays, right? So every single day in Solar University, there's a topic that we speak about and we teach on. And on Fridays, we talk about lead generation, whether that's traditional lead generation, knocking on doors, hanging door flyers, or whether that's online marketing, whether that's buying data. Where do I get the VAs, things of that nature? Where do I get a trained VA? If you guys are looking for like trained VAs, let me know as well. That's one thing that we're putting into our portfolio, is like, having a trained VA where you guys can plug into. Say, for example, you have data. I know it takes time to train VAs, but we have trained VAs already that can call. I could recommend you to, instead of you trying to train them and teaching them about solar, what solar is all about. That's one other way that we're actually helping. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for logging on. Again, do me a favor. The only thing I ask is please share the video, so all of our other solar family can actually see the video and watch these videos and get value from the videos. And other than that, I look forward to seeing you guys next week. And also, what I'm going to do is eventually I'm going to doing some separate training. I'm looking into like a gym membership. When you go to a gym membership, they give you like a free trial, maybe like a 1 week free trial. What I'm going to do is in the back of my mind is I'm going to offer you guys like a couple days free in our Solar University, so you guys can see what we do. We want you to test drive it and see what we do before you jump into it. That's in the making as well. Just don't know how to structure that yet. But we would love to train and help you close more deals. That's our plan with Solar University, whether that's training you how to close deals online, whether that's marketing, whether that's branding. We want to help, and we want to be your go-to person when you need that help. Other than that, I'm going to post the link again to the Solar Strategy Call. If you haven't booked your call yet, we'd love to talk to you. If you have any more questions, we could take it offline. And other than that, you guys have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.